reds. Oh, I squeaked. What the fuck was that? Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, your GF has a few of those molars, different colors too. That's awesome. That's really cool. Oh, I was excited.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's you, but I can't put it on you yet until I can...
Oh! What the?
Holy shit.
I'm so sorry, Capria. Are you lonely?
Lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody to call my own.
I was like, well, because I was thinking of like glass making, and I was like, dang, I never even thought about putting different colors in the glass.
I hated every second of it.
Oh, we don't gamble here. No gambling. No.
Exercise the mind, you know? Gotta do it on the spot. Get your biddies out of here. Get your biddies out. Get your biddies out. I don't need it forever on my streams. I don't need it to be the thing that people see and they're like, oh my god, this person's crazy, you know? Like, I know I'm crazy. You guys know I'm crazy. But when there's a new person that comes in a chat, we kind of have to, like, mellow it out, make it seem like it's not crazy, because then we can turn them crazy, too.
You were legit making me think I should look up different color molars.
Ooh! How loud was that? Was that pretty loud?
I hate everything about this. Fuck. Okay, let's just keep moving. It's fine. It's totally fine. Fuck, Steven! You are an asshole! Fucking asshole. Silence bot. I don't know why that just fucking killed me.
Weird. X10.
What happened? What was that? What?
Literally Mark oh my god. Why have I been playing on Procreate on hard? I've been making it so much more difficult for me to use Procreate. Then you just click it and it just goes, it just does it. It just does it. What? There are 1,000 people, almost 1,000 people that like my stream? You guys are some weirdos. But I love my weirdos. You have to be kidding me. This whole time I could have saved what I like to have my brush set to. I'm having an existential crisis. What?
Why do my fingers look weird?
Take me home to
My dude has one super thick finger and then one not thick finger.
I'll give you a thick.
Oh. It bleeped it out perfectly. What?
I am going to BRB. Gotta prevent the dog from eating rocks.
Would you guys like to leave?
No. Oh no!
Bye, Chris.
So if that's been your hesitation, don't let it hesitate. Don't you hesitate? Don't. Yeah. Okay.
You got lucky this time, buckaroo.
Tired of watching art? Well, then why are you watching art? That sounds like a you problem. Tired? Oh. Oh no, I'm so sorry, boy. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to turn off the audio a little bit?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. I figured you might say so. But I just wanted to ask.
Nope.
You guys see? No, I guess it's probably better. You guys see that? Look at that. The jar's fucking me up. What the hell? I'm gonna have bruised hands. I can't open this, guys. We can't do stream. I need to grab my tape. I need to grab my tape.
Okay, I am
Yes,
back.
I do. I need to
Hello.
grab the tape and pre-cut some sizes.
Good morning, everybody. Gosh darn it, of course it's not connected. What the heck? That is unfortunate. Well, shoot, this has turned into a tech stream. Alright, give me just a freaking second, guys. Just a second. I was so excited because I was like, I've got everything going now, basically. Except I don't. I don't have anything going. Alright, let's try that. Does that work? Not yet. Anyway. Hey. Okay, we're good now. I also turned, oh my gosh, this off by accident. Alright. We're finally good. So this morning, I actually just want to continue what I was doing last night. So I've got a Hillingsfest coming up, and I really want to do some traditional folk art. This isn't traditional. I was just doing it last night with some guidance on some things, and like taking some liberties. I just need to fix this just a bit. So we can go this way. And then, where's my... Oop, not that. Okay, I think that's where we're at in terms of like quality as well. There's a lot of graining though. If that, we'll have to fix that with different lighting, but right now I am fine to just continue. Some of the ideas that I was looking at that I had last year in my sketchbook is like obviously the dollar horse. I want to have some more sketches of the dollar horse, so I did some like basic outlines. Oh, that's not it. Don't worry about that one. That one was actually a mishap. Which was really unfortunate. I just added too much pigment and water at the same time, and then it just, you know, coalesced together. But I have some basic, oh my goodness gracious, sketches here that I'm gonna turn into like paintings, obviously. But I want to wait to paint them until my hands are steady a little bit more. So I've got a sketch of Dollar Horse. Some other things I was thinking of was about doing like Swedish flag H2O painting, and I actually did do that last year, and then I got to the printed stage of it. Like I got really far, and then I was like, you know, this is kind of dumb. Because only Americans are so interested in like housing our flags in our house as artwork. Like I can't think of another culture that does that. Like it's one thing to like have a flag and show it outside, or like have it connected to like your house to like show your patriotism, but Americans go even further. Like we put flags on cars, we put them on our clothes, our bags, we wear it as makeup. Like, so I got to the printing stage of this one and I was like, that's dumb, not doing that one. Some other things I also want to do is I want to sketch Coronado Heights, and I also want to do a braiding fest. Ooh, I want to have like a little braiding fest design. I think that could look really cool. And then one last other thing is I really want to have, and like I want to learn traditional Scandinavian folk art, but a lot of what I'm seeing today is this like what I'm finding on my search to like try to look for traditional Scandinavian folk art is I'm actually seeing a lot of this like modern, what they call folk art, but it's not folk art, which is this. It's like this weird modern thing going on, and it's very flat colors. It feels very like gouache and clean, and folk art isn't that necessarily. So I just think it's interesting. Your indigenous flag is put on a lot of other things other than just flags outside someone's house. Really? Also, hi Brad, how are you? That's really cool. I'm glad to know that like Americans aren't the only ones. Because like I put the Swedish flag on a card, and then I was thinking logistically, right? And I was like, okay, logistically, if someone bought a card or an art print, like they're gonna put this or send it to someone, right? Or give it to someone. And then what is that person gonna do with this? And it's not necessarily like phantasmal art by any means. But having a flag like hanging up on your wall, like a picture of a flag hanging up on your wall, like I can't see anyone doing that. Even as far as Americans, like I can't see anyone actually put like a picture frame of a painting of a flag up on your wall. So I got to that stage of printing and I was like, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'll still bring them because they're already printed, and I'll put them out, but I have zero. I'm anticipating that none of them will get sold. So, anyway, these were ideas that I had a couple years ago. And I plan to continue these ideas. So, I need to look up some things, but I was really frustrated with the, like, lack of finding kind of like old-ish or just like traditional art for it. See, like, this is what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me share my screen with you. So I'll show two things with my screen with you. I'll share what it is I've been seeing, which is why it's like difficult to find them. Scandinavian folk art. Let me just pull up some images. There we go. Okay. So this is what I've been seeing. With regards to like this like really gorgeous, really pretty style, right? It's like really clean, it's really well kept. Like you've got these ombre-ish style going from the leaves and this kind of like flat color that's like really dominant. This isn't folk art. It comes across as like modern folk art, but it's not folk art that I was looking for. So I was like, that's like, it's cute and it's great and all, and I think that could be really fun to also learn. But that isn't what I was looking for. But that's like 99% of the search that I've been finding. And so I was looking through and I found this one, which is actually exploring traditional, like Scandinavian folk art in the way that it was in the past. And this is more so what I'm like trying to, I think, come across in my searches. Oh, that's not it. What the hell was that? My camera? So like this, like understanding the process behind the folk art for this. This is an early 19th century Swedish folk painting. Oh, look at the architecture. Oh. And like this is what I'm talking about. So guys, I grew up with several like Swedish art styles on furniture that were like handed down to us from my like great grandmother who had passed away like 10 years prior. Not like from today, but from that time, that moment in time. And this is what I remember. This is what I remember seeing on all of that furniture. Like absolutely like gorgeous type of styles where you have this repeating pattern, but it's not always repeating. It's not like strictly stuck to this rule of like very almost pop art kind of. Like this, look at this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I found a good reference. I need to save this page. Save it. Okay, now I just need to figure out what is a good way for me to... Oh my goodness gracious. Look up other ones as well. Simplistic designs, unrecognizable forms, folk art motifs are common features of rugs, carpets, and from Scandinavia. Motifs are commonly used on rugs are geometric shapes, which are repeated over and over, but flowers and animals are also used sometimes. Minimalist, beautiful, and elegant, these rugs and carpets are class apart. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Published by Antique Rugs. Okay. So, the warring days of the Vikings came to an end as the culture of Scandinavia transitioned to focus more on agriculture and industry than conquering folk art began to reflect more peaceful symbols such as flowers, birds, and human figures. That's actually really interesting. These motifs are deeply tied to legend stories and fables in Scandinavian culture because of its unique combination of beauty, simplicity. This style continues to be popular today. It does indeed. Folk art's purpose is to reflect culture and belief, but also to decorate the mundanities of life and to bring pleasure to everyday tasks. I really like that. I like that sentence a lot, actually. We're gonna write this down as like our main focus, and that will help guide us to other things. I spelled purpose wrong. Ha! Oh, you guys can't see it anyway. Haha, get fucked. Folk art's purpose. Reflect culture, belief, decorate mundanities, but life's mundanities. And bring pleasure. I feel like that doesn't quite grasp what I'm looking for. We're gonna erase that. That last little bit there. I want to state it as something else. Decorate life's mundanities. And it's bringing pleasure to everyday life, but I think we should bring appreciation. And I think instead of everyday tasks, it should be bring appreciation. What's it called when you I feel like maybe I just found it, like romanticize daily life. I feel like there's a much succinct word for that. Let me look some things up real quick. What did I just say? I'm too tired for this. We're bringing pleasure to everyday life. We are showing appreciation for I want to say like the simplicities of simple life. Romanticizing. What is it called? Ooh, another word for romanticizing. Yeah, just life, I guess. Sentimentalizing? Kind of cottagecore, not really cottagecore. It goes deeper than that. It's just like finding, like being content in the simplicity of life. But I know there's a much better way to explain that. What? Reading about cottagecore and someone just compared cottagecore, or just said that like Taylor Swift wears signature trappings of cottagecore. Okay. Oh, idyllic, maybe, is what I want to say. A bring appreciation, or maybe like culture, beliefs, decorate life's mundanities, and finding oh my gosh. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, rhyme zone, I need you. I'm struggling to find words. Oh my gosh, I'm just yeeting everything. My hands are not awake yet, I'm so sorry guys. Rhyme zone. I'll share my screen with you guys again, because I'm still struggling. I'm very studious. I'm so sturdy right now, I'm just smacking everything. No, I'm just being silly. Yeah, I'm not finding that. What the fuck is the new font? Is there a new font? Wait, what? Am I just being silly? I don't typically look at Twitch's font, so I don't know what that looks like. That I hardly ever actually look at Twitch. On profile pages? Okay, hold on. Wait, what? Let me just go to my profile. Ew. I need to hear myself. Oh! Oh, interesting. I don't actually, looking at Twitch now, I don't know if they necessarily changed the font per se, but they definitely changed the background. Because the background is like darker. Oh, actually, I think they did change the font. Ha! Twitch doesn't know how to use an apostrophe. I say that because for my goals, they have vintage watercolors goals. They have 2 S's. You're only supposed to have the 1 S, but it's just coded that way. Okay, let's go different. Romanticizing. I like the word sentimentalization, but I don't know if that's actually what it is that I'm thinking about. Idealizing. Still not quite what I'm looking for. But, definitely not idolizing. Morning, Ducky. How are you? Did you get enough sleep? What about simplicity? Simplicity. Did, but of course I fell asleep after my alarm, so now I feel more tired. Oh no! That's the, oh my god, that's one of the hard things about waking up, is like, you're trying to find like a way to stay awake after you wake up. Alright, hold on. Okay, idyllic, but what does it mean if you're trying to use that in like a verb way? Oh, wet dream. Where did that come from? Okay, lovely. Idyllicizing? Idyllicizing? What is the verb for idyllic? What is the verb for idyllic? Does not have a verb. It's just charmingly simple and serene. Pastoralize? Wait, what? Let's look up this one. What does this mean? Oh, what does this mean? You don't have a definition for this one? Okay, we're gonna continue to look things up. To make more rural, pastoral in character, often produce transformation of industrial or urban environment into an agricultural or rural one. Maybe this is what I am thinking of. Alright, Merriam-Webster, tell me more. The act or process of making pastoral, specifically the conversion of an industry country into a pastoral one. Industrial disarmament to the point of pastoralization. The question is this a positive connotation or a negative connotation? Of relating to shepherds, herdmen, livestock, countryside, not urban, pleasingly peaceful and innocent, and it goes back to idyllic. So I guess, okay, pastoral dreams were shattered by the years round, about to welcome visitors, ruinous floods, and procrastinating workmen, pastoral rose tree. Seems more like an, oh, obviously pastoral would be, goodness gracious, would be the adjective. Thank you. Demi, hello. How are you this morning? A literary work, such as a poem or play, dealing with shepherds or rural life in a usually artificial manner and typically drawing a contrast between the innocence and serenity of simple life and the misery and corruption of city, especially in rural life. Interesting. So it could actually have a negative connotation in that way. Okay. Is typically a positive or negative connotation. Sure, somebody has wrote something about this somewhere in the world. Okay, just a bit tired as you cannot sleep. Did I download something? What the heck? Okay. And here we are just going straight into the actual definition of a connotative. I don't need that. That's not what I was looking for. I want something that has a little bit more. You know what? I'm going way too deep into this. We're just gonna skip all this. We're gonna add finding the idyllic through pastoralism. How do you spell that? Pastoral, station. Okay. Folk art purpose is to reflect culture, beliefs, decorates life, mundanities. We probably find a different word for that too. And finding the idyllic through pastoralization. So with that being said, what are some cultures and beliefs that I grew up with? For me, I feel like it's hard to define that because I don't feel like I really had a connection to culture. And this also goes into a topic that I think is really rather interesting. There are like subcultures in the US, but in terms of like an overall like community culture is very lacking in like today's modern society, which is really hard to find and like really hard to connect with people. Or actually, I was having a pretty deep conversation with people the other day with regards to that too, which I thought was really cool. A bit tired as you cannot sleep. Oh, darling, I'm sorry. I hope you're able to get some rest soon. Maybe I can like tire you out with all my boring talk. Okay, but I've been streaming for 35 minutes and I haven't done shit, so... in terms of... what I think of with community, I think of the, like, dancing, I think of the... I think of family. It's kind of hard to draw that, though. But one of the ideas that I did have a long time ago that I'd actually still like to continue is doing a dollar horse where it's like these blank paintings and people can purchase one of the blank paintings and then have their names scrawled under it. So like this, where it's like someone's family's last name under this, and then this itself is a painting that they can hang up in their home. I thought about that. Painting with live family name at Hellingsfest. I always spell Hellingsfest wrong, but it's fine. I don't want to go too simplistically. I'm thinking, like, I was thinking, like, maybe a coffee cup on books with, like, a peacock, because there's a place in Lindsberg called the White Peacock, which is absolutely lovely. There's also the college, but I don't really want to paint the college. And then there's Coronado Heights, so I will do Coronado Heights. That was a part of my past a lot as a kid. Coronado Heights. Excuse me. Also, excuse me again. I feel so lied to. I may not have been lied to. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta show you guys this. So, this is Coronado Heights Castle, built under Works Progress Administration project in 1930s to mark the spot where the 16th century Spanish explorer Francisco Vasquez de Coronado is said to have gazed over the flatlands of what is now Saline County in Kansas near Lynchburg. And there's like no dates on it or information really. Yeah, we won't click on it, but I do need this image. So we could sketch out Coronado Heights. I always wondered about the concrete though. The night is young. It's 11 p.m. Oh man. Do you have to get up early tomorrow? Okay, the enlarged image is a little too enlarged, I guess. Yo, there it is. Let us save this image. I'll bring this back up so you guys know what I'm doing. Really? Really? Is that how we're gonna play it? Alright, silly person. Do it this way, will you still do it that way? You do. Okay. Silly indeed. Oh. I love that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's also nice rock texture here. Okay, I feel inspired enough. Let's do some painting. Intellectually called out. What do you mean intellectually called out? Are we intellectuals here? Brad, I don't think I signed up for this. And actually, I will take this off because it's hard to see what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so we're just gonna try to take up as much space as we can on this because I want a lot of detail, but also not a lot of detail, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? It's okay to have both, okay? I want to do this in kind of like the modern folk art style, which is very flat, but because it's very flat, I have to be very aware of how I have things laid out. Where is my ruler? A ruler, a ruler. I know you're here, because I remember seeing you somewhere. Unless I put you, I put you away because I actually put things away, guys. Didn't you know that? Silly. Brain is still a teenager at best. Fair enough. Is thinking a requirement in this world? Of course not. Why do you think we have America? Things a requirement that we gotta enforce that? It seems like it's not happening for a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. curves out. So we're gonna start over here. We're gonna gently move it out this way. Nice. Now we can erase our guideline. Ha 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 ha. So that's a guideline. Alright, time to bring out the big boy. My brush. There we go. Okay. I got too deep. Does that look even? It looks even. We'll take it. Goes down just a hair. It's not like super deep by any means, but ay-yo. Don't go into more specifics because then I can turn political really fast. Oh, you're fine. We shit on the orange person all the time. There we go. Okay, that's not too shabby. And there's a lot of like brick lines in this area, but we're gonna wait. We want to get the base shape first, right? If we get the base shape first, this will help guide us in other areas of our life. I think I want to go lower. No, we'll stick with this. We'll stick with this. Go this way. That's a very light line. So there is 1, 2, and 3. So we'll do. One. Oh, I think I might be going too far. Here's one. Oh yeah, no, there's another one in here. Okay. I thought there was only 2, so I was like stressing out that I had messed up already. There we go. It's not particularly even per se, but I'm actually really not too concerned about that. We could shift this a little bit more this way. There we go. Hello! What's going on, Ghost? What is happening? Hi. We're doing some early morning sketches. Specifically, we're trying to work on like Scandinavian folk art a little bit. There you go. I think that's better. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And then there's a doorway here, but before we get there, there is the line at the base of this. So I guess I should get my ruler out if it's gonna be a line. Doesn't have to be super even, but I should at least try to make it semi-even. So it makes sense. Okay, so here's the lines here, and then we've got some windows over here. We've got some like big rocks here, so we're gonna add another line just so that we know where the big rocks are. Okay. And then it's like there are windows that are really close to the tops here, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice. And then there's rock, 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 rock. And all of these are rocks as well. There's like random big rocks in places. This must have been really fun to build back in the day. In apparently 1930. Okay, and then down here we've got more. So this is a line because these are all like bricks as well. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it kind of follows these, but it's a little bit more even. So we will make it more even. Start with this guy. This over just a hair. Nice. That is pretty tight. Tight, tight, tight. Okay, and then we've got some minor rocks here that go above. That's a big rock. There we go. And then some rocks kind of like on the sides. And like I said, we won't fill out the whole thing, but we'll fill out enough that our brains can like just fill in the rest for us, right? It's typically how that goes. Here, it's at the top and the bottom, so we're gonna add these at the top and bottom. There's also some on the side. So this actually really is a solid window. And then we have some like randomly placed big rocks between these. So we're just gonna fill that up here. Nice! It's not looking too shabby. We're getting there, we're getting there. And then these are the really big rocks, so we're just gonna put in really, really big ones here. place some random small rocks places so it doesn't look so like awkward. Nice! That doesn't look too bad! Guys, I think this is really coming together. And then here we have like multiple rows of rocks that follow each other. So on the top part we'll do ones that are kind of more even, and then on the bottom we'll do some that are a lot more even. And there's a lot of small pieces in between, so we're gonna have some kind of like white space that's just hanging out. And then here it's like rows of 2 or it's kind of like 2 rocks, but then there's also some that are big and some that are really small. So we'll just we're just gonna fill this in with not like totally accurate rocks, but like you can get the gist of it by just looking at it. Right, because our brains like to fill in things and fill in pieces, and so if there's missing or white space, our brain will naturally want to fill that in. And if we give it just a little bit help, it will fill it in. Like that. Oh, it's so nice. I actually feel really good about this. I feel really good about this. This is actually... okay, yeah. Alright, so looking at this one, we have a couple different things going on. I'm gonna move it this way so I'm not resting my whole hand on it. So here we have like 2 rows of rocks. There's a row here, and then, oh, I did not do that one. A row here and a row here. And then we've got a big fucking row on this bottom piece. Oh, hold on. I actually need to build the doorway. That might be helpful. I think I'll make the doorway about as thick as my ruler, because that is about the gist of it here. And then it's still a little bit too thick, but there are rocks around it, so we'll put some rocks here. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually 4, including this one. So this is one line of rocks. And then we need to fit 3 more lines in here. So 1 and then 2. There we go. So now we got 1, 2, 3, and then it goes 4 here. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I'm gonna take a quick break just so I can go turn on my tea because I'm thirsty. And stretch because holy moly. Oh. Oh. It's good to stretch. I've been looking down this entire time. Okay. Let me go get some tea. I shall be RB. I'll throw you guys back to the starting screen so you guys can enjoy that.
I can't open this, guys. We can't do stream.
I need to grab my tape. I need to grab my tape. Yes, I do. I need to grab the tape and pre-cut some sizes. No! 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 Absolutely fucking not! No! No! Close that fucking door! Not happening! No, it's not a kink, and no. I don't shame kinks here. Everything. Everything. You can customize everything. Oh, yeah, that was pretty good. You have to see the tears, guys.
And then she looked at her tears, got a tear.
It's just like coming down. I'm laughing too hard. This is great. Fantastic.
Oh, babe.
Did I get any yellow on? Did I just completely miss any of the yellow? It looks like I came off of up here. I didn't grab any of it.
They would probably join me. Hell yeah. And the cursing or the painting? These are very distinct differences that we must know.
Does it look like a butt plug? It does look like a butt plug.
All right, so we're gonna continue our oh my gosh, I almost said smegment. Oh, I'm tired. We're gonna continue our segment.
Is it storming right now? Oh, yes it is. Suck those bits. Of course I'll suck those biddies. I forgot that the mic was on. No, it's gonna know what it means out of context.
James. It sounds like you need to go to sleep. Have you had water yet? Have you eaten yet? You need to go to sleep. Get off your phone. Lay down. Listen to these vibes as we rhyme it out. Let's go. Come on now. Turn off your phone. Emma, you too. Why, hello, Securus. How are you? I accidentally smacked my keyboard and it, like, triggered the Zoom thing, so... Why, hello there. I still have to get my tea, though. Also spilled a good chunk of my tea. Okay. I am back. How art thou? You're awake after a med shift? Your body thinks 5 a.m. is the perfect time to be awake. Oh no! Oh man, so you hit that wall of like being so awake that Or you hit the wall of like being so tired that your body is now awake. Hot damn. Well, I hope that you're able to relax here and get sleepy again so you can actually go to bed. Okay. So we're just going to follow the lines up here first, I think. Hear more noises. More just, I go to bed regardless of the time. It's awake at 5 a.m. That's gross. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're able to get some actual rest. There's some big rocks, so we gotta get some big rocks going. Oh my. I'm sure you guys absolutely enjoyed those delectable burps. Rest seems not entirely all bad. I cleaned the cat potty and washed my water bottles. Hey, that's really nice though. Seems like you're able to get some stuff done, despite being just tired. It's not been nearly as bad as I thought it ought to be. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's better than if you're just like lying awake in bed, staring at the ceiling, trying to sleep, but then your body just really doesn't let you. And then just staying there for like hours or scrolling on your phone. It is definitely better than that, I would say. Not that I have experienced that recently myself. Definitely not a call out on myself. Sometimes on Sundays, because Sundays are like the only days that I can sleep in. So I try to sleep in, but my sleeping in is like 9 a.m. And that's me after having been awake for 2 hours, just scrolling on my phone because I'm trying to sleep in, but my body doesn't want to sleep in. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's the clock. Oh my goodness. I've been hearing this like light thudding noise and I've been trying to figure out what it is. But it's actually the clock, I think. I think between the fan blowing air on the clock and the clock like manually clicking, because it clicks a little hard, it's like moving just a bit, and so every now and again it'll like I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I understand now. That is what it is. Yeah. Okay, these ones are more like... They're a little bit more even, actually. This one needs to be a little longer. There's one down here that also needs to be a little bit longer. I could probably make these just a hair bigger. There you go. Nice. Okay. My new molars were shipped at like 2:30 this morning. I got a notification for that. So I'm excited about that. So I'll be able to make paints again. Okay, and then there's actually a really big rock here, so we'll add that big rock here. We'll just take up the majority of the space. We won't mind. Will we? There's another one down here. I'm just trying to decide if that's close enough. I think it is close enough. And another one on the bottom here, and so we'll just fill in the space after that. Oh, we're getting so close. There's a giant fucking rock here. So we'll just add that real quick. And then another really big rock here. And another one down here. Nice! Oh, guys, we did it! Look at us doing it! Okay, so this is the initial sketch for it. Since a lot of it's brown anyway, and it's like these kind of like darker-ish colors, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a wash over it. But I want to erase some of these more thicker lines where they might get stuck in there. This one, for some reason, is just straight up smudging. Okay. I think let's do it. So I'm gonna use this brush since my other brush, my bigger brush, is kind of hiding over there. There is like a nice yellow tone on this. So let's do yellow iron oxide. I'm actually just gonna use these colors to start with. I'm gonna let that brush sit. I already have some other brushes sitting, so we're gonna pull this up and get quite a bit of yellow Make like a big square of yellow here. And then let's add some water to this. Whew, I'm a little nervous, guys. Some more water over here. Okay, and now we can add a wash of the yellow. This is essentially just putting like a base color down, since this painting's really, this painting is going to be really warm. And we can always build up on the layers here. Just trying to grab some more water from the page. Whoa there.
Pixie's Tolum biscuits, water up, hydrate.
I am hydrating. I'm hydrating the page. Don't you see? Are you drinking tea, my love? A gorgeous face. A face that is here. Interesting. There must be a ghost that you're seeing. A ghost, you say? A ghost, I do say. I do declare. There must be a ghost here. There we go. Okay, I think we got a good layer down. We're gonna let the page warp a bit before we go deeper. Ooga booga booga booga. Oh no! Oh, and this will only be like a multi-process, and hopefully I can find my other... Actually, I think Chris has my other light. Maybe I'll have to order some more lights. Or just get those lights up, and that might help a lot too. But yeah. This is exciting. We're getting some things done this morning. Lots of research and just trying to get some sketches down. So we're gonna set this aside so it can dry out. And then, I think I might be warmed up enough to do some Dava horsing. More so, I think I just want to get the colors down. And I need a dollar horse. I could go to my drive because my drive should have the ooh, that was weird. Should have the dollar horse that I painted. Or I guess maybe I just made a coloring page of it. Yeah. Okay. So the basic dollar horse. So you guys can see it. Has a saddle that looks like a cloud. And there are these gorgeous lines that are supposed to represent like rose mulling. So there's actually an inner and an out line, but we're just gonna do the inner line for now. There we go. And with that, I want to do some painting. Technically, I should use red ochre for this, but I want to use red iron. I should get just a hair closer because the angle that I'm at is not the best angle to do this from. This is really actually therapeutic. I need to make sure that when I go to Hillingsfest this year, I need to have these stocked in the coloring pages. Ducky, what are you doing? Are you okay, though? Like, you say almost, so you didn't. Or you did, but it wasn't enough to burn. Forgot I got out of the oven. Oh no! Whoa there. Whoa there! Well, that's fucking wild. How does it feel to be the 2,000th follower? Okay, you even got a celebratory thing and everything. Well, fucking hell, guys. Now we have to actually do something for that? Now I gotta do something? Gross. Hi, Gillian. How's it going? Is it Gillian or Jillian? I feel like it's probably Jillian. I wonder. Oh. There we go. Just gonna redo this one here real quick since it dried out faster than the others. How are you this morning? Slash time zone. Oh, excuse me. But Ducky, you say you're okay? You didn't? Don't worry. Okay. I'm glad that you did get hurt though. It sucks whenever you like accidentally burn yourself with something so silly. I've done that plenty of times. You think I would learn from it too? There we are. You done it with your chin before? With your chin? How did that work? Just logistically, I'm really curious, actually. Oh, wait, do you have one of the... You're from the UK. You probably have one of the actual, like, UK ovens where it opens sideways. Oh my goodness, where did you come from? Go away. Go. Go. Leave my plants alone, you silly things. Means I need to re-sticker this one, I guess, or add some more stickers. Alright, now we've got some really detailed ones that we gotta get through. That actually wasn't that bad. I was expecting it to be worse. My brush control is on point, guys. You know what this means? This means you should practice before you paint. So you can have brush strokes like me, where it's smooth, your body's awake, you're not making silly mistakes. I heard like a bee. I was little, and I was smelling the biscuits, your head tilted and the chin touched the side. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sounds like a really nasty memory too. Especially with like just being little. There we go. I think you're 9 or 10. Yours opened downwards. Really? Wait, how did you touch the side? Is it on the wall? Alright folks, now we're really going to the deep end, okay? We've got this little tiny, it's supposed to be like a notch We gotta bring it out even further because silly me drew them too small. So, okay, that should be good. More. It was the tray. Oh, the tray that you whacked your chin on. Oh no, that makes sense. Can you guys hear the tippy tappies in the background? Tippy tappies are gonna be a lot more consistent now that I'm in the living room. The oven was very high up for little me. Oh no, Ducky, I'm so sorry. That sounds like just such a traumatizing experience for you. As a wee little babe. Just a wee bit, just a little bit. It wasn't that bad. Just got scuffed by an oven tray. Ooh, I kind of messed up, but that's okay. Just make the snout a little bigger. There we go. Whew. We're getting there, guys. No scar, though. Hey, that's pretty nice. But, like, is it truly a traumatizing event if you don't have a scar? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have a really nice scar on my leg from a fall that I had when I was a kid. And, like, I got dragged on concrete. For like 6 feet. But what was crazy is like it really wasn't even that big of a gash. It just bled a lot. Like because of where it was located. It was just like the skin was really close to the surface and there wasn't like a lot of muscle there. Like obviously the skin was close to the surface, I'm saying the wrong thing. Good night. It was on one of my knees, but on the side of my knee. And now I have a scar there from when I was a kid. And it was funny because I got up because I was just fine. Like, it sucked, but I was like, hey, it's whatever. And then I kept rollerblading with my family. And then my sister started screaming, like, 5 minutes later. And we were like, what are you screaming at? She was like, I don't know, she was like 4, I think. And lo and behold, I had blood all over my leg. Oh. And I was like, oh, I didn't feel a thing. It looked way more nasty than it actually was. You have a scar before your lip from tripping in a supermarket. A poor assistant had to clean up the murder. Never forgot when my mom told me that. I have no memory. Obviously traumatized. Obviously. You poor little soul. Oh. Gosh, that's so funny though. kind of funny though. Yeah, right? It's just like, you kind of have to laugh at it. Because then if you don't, then it's really traumatized, you know? Nice, guys, look at that! It looks so good! Oh my god, you can't even see it. What the heck? It's because the sun came out. No, I feel really good about this. I feel so good. So good. Also, I'm realizing I didn't sketch it completely out the way that it could be. That's okay, I guess. That's alright. Basically, your teeth jammed into your lower lip. Damn. Damn. It's supposed to have a thunderstorm today. There's supposed to be a thunderstorm today. Okay, but imagine if we had newscasters that did musical theater telling you about your weather. I bet you would remember that it's raining then. Yeah? I understand that. I understand that. It'll be so fun, right? It would be so much fun. The puppies look very happy. Hi, darling. Are you coming to say hello? Are you coming to say hello with your cute wiggly booty? Here, move your booty. I will show people your face. Do you want to come here? Rosie, do you want to come back? Rosie, come back. Rose, come here. You want to say hi to people? Come on, up, up, up. Rose. What if I gave you a banana? Do you want a banana? Charles, do you want a banana? I have a banana. Yeah, I can't finish it. Oh my goodness, you flew. Come here. Over here. Stop, sit. Thank you. Can you see him now? You can barely see him. Rosie's on the couch. She's like so excited. Charles, up. Up. There you go, gentle. Gentle. There you go. Oh my goodness, we have a nice banana. Rosie, did you want to? Here, switch places. Charles, move. You don't need to speak. Rosie. Up. Stop. Just come up. You're not. She's sitting so nicely, but it's not what I'm asking for. Okay, Rose, come over here. Charles, on the couch. I'm not the couch. On the couch. Stop. You don't need to bark. Rosie, come right here. There you go. Now you can see the Rosie. She's kind of blending in with the couch. Up. Come on, you don't need to bark. Up. Why are you being so loud? Dad, you're not listening to the commands. Thank you. Stop. You're not gonna get a banana this way. Lay down. You guys won't be able to see her because she's being a butt, but she is adorable. Lay down. The couch. I'm not the couch. A big old butt. She really is, though. Okay. Good job. That was so good. You waited for so long. That was so good. Yeah. That was so good. Alright, folks. I'm gonna call it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We got to have almost 2 hours of just artwork, which was really nice, actually. But yeah, no. So I hope you guys really appreciate. Oh no. Excuse me. Also, good morning, Raven. How are you? It's nice to talk when you call them. It's nice to talk to when you call them. It is nice. I love them. They are wonderful babies. They are wonderful. They can just be booty butts though. Raven, good morning. I hope that you had a great time waking up as well. So for Kick and Twitch, I don't think we have enough people to rate out, so we'll be done with Kick and Twitch as of right now. Goodbye.